Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We here in Alabama. Uh, I just did a delivery uh, in Hadesville, Alabama, and I'm going to go to Pennington, Alabama to pick up. We started the week on St. Charles, Illinois. From St. Charles, Illinois, we went and dropped in Madison, Indiana. From Madison, Indiana, we went to pick up in Evansville, Indiana, and we delivered to Forward. Uh, we delivered to Forward, and then from Greenville, Texas, I did a pickup and drop here in Hadesville. Now I'm gonna go and pick up in Pennington, Alabama, going to Janesville, Wisconsin. So it's you know, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. If you already watching the video, like and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It will be gladly appreciated. So yeah, we're here, Alabama. I actually like driving Alabama, Mississippi. It's pretty quiet place. It's not that congested like the big cities, like Chicago, uh, Nashville, Atlanta. So, and honestly, the market in Alabama is pretty decent, you know. Um, this low I take it to Janesville, it pay me pretty good. You know, uh, I'm not great, but good enough to go back home and do my 34. So that's a plus. You know, pay like a dollar, close to $2. So it hasn't been a super good week, but it has been a decent week. And honestly, that was my fault. I took a load that I shouldn't took out of St. Charles to Madison, Indiana. It wasn't really worth it. Uh, you know, Normally I take a load that pay me over 1,000 to deliver the next day. Nothing under that. And that load was like 300 something miles. It paid well, close to 1,000, but it took the whole Monday, and then Tuesday morning. I wasn't too happy with that low. I don't know. I feel that low kind of wasn't worth it. To be honest with you guys, I think that low messed me up a little bit. Uh, I still gonna average around 4,700, 46 for the week, because I'm not able to count the load that I'm picking up today because I'm dropping up on Monday on Janesville, so that will be next week. So, but however, I did three loads. I did one from St. Charles to Madison, Indiana, from Evansville to Forward, and then from Greenville, Texas to Hadesville. Three loads, close to 5,000. It's not a bad week, but I truly feel that I could have did better. You know, I could have did better. I don't know. I just felt that load took too much time from me for the money. Usually, and I think that what it is because I like to start my week with a long low that pays well, and then finish the week. Do a short load, and then try to get a load for to carry me over for the weekend. Uh, so I think that's why I feel kind of weird because I started with a small load. However, I stopped working last Thursday. I was off from last Thursday to Sunday, so I couldn't get no load to carry me over the weekend. And the best load that I found was that load. So I guess sometimes you got to deal with what's available. You know, but yeah, I definitely gonna start next week with a long trip, big miles low, hopefully coming out of the Wisconsin, Illinois area. But at least I'm able to go back home and uh, do my 34 and be over the weekend at my house, and then on Monday drop the low early in the morning in Janesville and hopefully get a good low. Honestly, I haven't picked anything yet. There is a lot of lows. You got to do some deadhead miles because honestly, in that area of Janesville, and I haven't find anything that pays well. That pays decent. But however, you got Romeoville, you got you know Bloomington, Illinois, around there, all those places, they got a lot of lows. So uh, I'm definitely looking. It just there's a lot of lows, but they're going like Colorado, Washington State, and I haven't really researched to see if I could get a low coming out of those states because everybody knows those states are, uh, the market really sucks. Colorado, Washington State, Oregon. I mean, every time I go to those places, I make sure I already got a load coming out that pays decent before I pick the load going that way. Uh, but honestly, I've been all over. I got a lot of stuff going on besides trucking, and I haven't sit down to do to pick a load. Uh, and honestly, the last I only picked one load up from St. Charles to Madison, which Madison, Indiana, and then the other loads I had agents. They call me and offer me the loads. I got, so when they do that, you can't go for the price they're telling you. You gotta tell them, listen, I'll do it if you give me 150 more, 200, because they're desperate. If they calling you, uh, it means they're trying to get that low out. So you know, in that case, I tell them, listen, we'll do it, but like I told them from this low that I'm picking up, I gotta do some deadhead miles in Alabama, and then when I go to Janesville, I gotta do some deadhead miles to get to Illinois to get a good load. So I will need at least 250 more to help me with my diesel. Then they went for it. So you know, doesn't always work like that, but I mean, if they calling me, hey, that means they're desperate, right, to get that low out. So but it's good. It's good to build relationships with agents. However, here at Mercer, the agents, they're not allowed to give you a load. They got to put in the board. They just call you, let you know, and be like, hey, uh, you know, hit the low after the 8 minutes. You know, you gotta wait 8 minutes for that load to be assigned to you. Because the Mercer way it is, if it's somebody that been sitting in the area empty, before you, they get first choice for the low. Uh, However, when the agent call you and you negotiate the rate, the agent doesn't gonna change the rate that he got in the board. He gonna leave it there when you pick it up, but you already agree upon, and at a different rate. So a lot of times they put notes, $250 extra to truck pay. That's the term Mercer used. Truck pay means that's the money you're getting for the truck, and that's been the case with me. Uh, like I say, you just gotta build relationships. I mean, you got some guys that a lot of drivers that been here for years at Mercer. They already work with agents, and but the agents they still gotta put the low in the board. But 9 out of 10, if the agent call you, you're getting the low. That's just the bottom line. You know, Lance, when I was in Lance, that was different. You could talk to the agents and work with an agent, and you don't have to. They don't have to put in the board. They just could give you the low. Uh, you know, Mercer is different in that subject. Uh, However, you know, I must say, I truly believe that Mercer is more a driver company. That's just my opinion. I feel more uh, that I'm able to talk to people with faces. I'm not talking about agents. I'm talking about people, the terminal. When I go over there, you could walk to any office, talk to people, and some people are most of the people they nice. You always got every company certain people they're missable. That I haven't had that case with Mercer, and I'm not saying Mercer is perfect, but I know there is. Every company got that. I mean, let's be honest. But I haven't had the experience yet. And I hope I don't have it. I mean, that'd be great, right? But yeah. So guys, if you guys are getting, like I said, my email is Greenstar Logistic LLC at gmail.com. That's logistics, just with the C, no S at the end, and Green Star, like the star in the sky. Green Star Logistics LLC at gmail.com. I also got a TikTok page with the same name. Uh, Green Star YouTube, Green Star Logistic LLC, Instagram, Facebook. I got a page, but honestly, I don't post nothing there. Even Instagram, I post sometimes, to be honest. Uh, this is a journey that I'm doing. Just maybe when I be 70, God give me the blessing of living to that age, or older than that, I could go back and look at these videos, and uh, my son, my family, they could see videos of me. Something that friends that you could live, and as memories, right? Uh, Saying that, guys, a lot of guys, they ask me about Mercer. They want to come to Mercer. I got a recruiter. His name's Manny. You guys could send me an email. I'll give you his name. And you guys could tell when I sent you. Green Star Logistic LLC. I already, have few guys that they offer to put me as a referral. They already came into Mercer. Like I say, honestly, if I got a referral, it's great. It doesn't cost you anything. That's not the main purpose why I do these videos. I'm not a super YouTuber. I'm not a super recruiter. I just, record from my phone. Uh, Maybe down the line, if I get uh, more numbers, and and things get more serious, I probably invest in a camera. But like I tell you, guys, with Mercer, what I like about Mercer is they don't bother me, man. You know, they don't bother you. They don't bother you. That's my experience, and that's what I like. Let me make money. They making money. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing. I'm my own operator. I mean, obviously you got to follow some certain rules. The company you're using the DOT number, so but I don't have to be dealing with crazy videos every month. People calling me, agents calling me at the middle of the night. Every 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Where you at? You driving? And so that's the case. Mercer does use some agents use those apps like MacroPoint where they track you. Uh, that's fine with me. I mean, it's their law, so they just want to make sure where you at. How things are moving. The agents, and not every agent use that, but some agents send you a text and tell you, hey, you gotta download this app, which I already have in my phone. You know, I used the app before with other companies. So you know, like I say, uh, you know, so far, man, everything's good. Everything is going well. Uh, so, like I say, always people ask me, hey, is Mercer Mercer better than JB Hunt? I'll be honest, for me it is. Like I said, I don't got nothing bad to say about JB Hunt. The only thing with JB Hunt it is, man, you're competing with company drivers, and not really with company drivers because they don't got no say so on the loads. It's with the board. It's a stock. It's a company that want to make profits. So all the contract loads that pay the most, they're gonna give them to the drivers because the drivers they get paid by mileage. You know, uh, a little chunk of the rate they get, right? Granted, I mean, JB Hunt got expensive. The diesel, the maintenance. Paying the driver, but that's why they keep the good loads, paying good money because they're gonna give it to the drivers. I mean, they make more profit. Uh, with JB Hunt, they do a lot of loads for NFI. Which you already got two companies, getting a cut, NFI and JB Hunt, and then when you get the rate, you know, you're gonna be making $1.60, dollar 50, and honestly $1.70, and that's a great rate with JB Hunt, to be honest, because you won't get rates over $3 at JB Hunt. I mean, at least I didn't. Uh, the only, like I said, I made it at JB Hunt. I was making good money, but at the end, I mean, the race got so bad, and it was the race and just the fact that the major freight is like in big cities, man, where you got to deal with a lot of traffic, and congested areas, man. And I just got tired of that. The same cities, the same places. Here with Mercer, man, I'm here in Alabama. Look, there's nobody around me. I'm making better rates that I did with JB Hunt with F2F. Uh, so, but then again, man, so you got some guys at JB Hunt that they doing it. They doing it. Just me, I just got tired of I like to go long trips. I don't want to do 500, 600 miles, being a dock every day. Granted, with JB Hunt, you do a lot of drop and hook. With Mercer, you do also. I just did a drop and hook, a forward, and then here, I hate this bill, you know, but it's not that common with Mercer, right? You get some lows, you do drop and hook. However, with JB Hunt, you got more chance of doing drop and hook. But honestly, lately the lows that was paying better, JB Hunt was all live lows, uh, and then you sit in those docks forever, you know. Here with Mercer, you deal with a lot of small companies. So when you get there, 9 out of 10 they're gonna unload you fast because they don't got that much traffic. Unless you go to like a major carrier, I mean like a major company, Walmart, whoever, right? But that's the difference, man. Mercer got more, smaller companies, and you could communicate better with the cheaper receivers. That's just my opinion. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a blessed week. Stay safe. Like and subscribe. Help the channel. And any questions? Green Star Logistics LLC. Stay blessed. Stay positive, and stay safe, man. Don't let anger in the road make you do a mistake, man. Stay safe. God bless everybody.